Six Siege operator tier list. Part 1 was very popular, and I appreciate all the support on that video. And I got a lot of comments saying, please bring us part 2. So, that being said, we're going to keep it rolling. We're going to just go ahead and get right into it. If you enjoy this video, at the end, go back, watch part 1 if you haven't seen part 1. But more importantly, drop a like on the video. Let's try and get this video to 300 likes in the first 24 hours. And hit that subscribe button for more ASMR gaming content. Alright, so starting off where we left off, we have Lesion. And Lesion was one of my favorite operators when he first dropped. He is a trap operator that basically just throws little invisible, they're called, I think, goo traps, grew traps. I can't remember. But they're like little invisible traps that kind of poison the operator, and they will continue to poison the operator until they pull the little pin out of their foot. OG Lesion was really, really good. I think he had like a 1.5 buy on his gun. So he had zoom. He was really, 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 really good. And I feel like they kind of nerfed him a little tough. We're going to put him in the B tier. He's going to join everybody. All this little like mid tier ranking here. I think they just kind of, I think he's appropriately balanced. You can't really make his traps invisible, like, you know, like Capcan's traps are invisible, because Capcan you can actually like see like the actual bomb of the trap. Lesion, it's like completely invisible. It's like you can kind of see the silhouette. It's like they just turned down the opacity on the asset by like 80% maybe. I don't know. Next we have Lion, and Lion is somebody that I don't necessarily like playing, but I like when we have one on the team. I'm gonna make him A tier. Lion's got a really good skin. He was really broken when he was first released, and he got nerfed, but I still feel like he's very decent. I like pairing a Lion with a Dokkaebi and calling and scanning at the same time. It's a lot of info because they either don't move and then you know where they are based on their phone sounds, or they start to run because their phone starts to ring, and then you know exactly where they are with the Lion scan. So he's also got a really good kit. I think he's got, I think he has EMPs. He's got a really good gun with a really good, it's like an LMG, I think, or an AR, I can't remember. But it's got, I believe, a 1.5 and a 2 and a 2.5 buy. So he's got a lot of versatility there. Really solid operator. Next we have Maestro, and I'm gonna put him B tier, even though I really, really, really like Maestro, simply for his slug shotgun. I love the slug shotguns on defense. Maestro, Cade, Goyo, Alibi. Where's Alibi? I think I had already ranked Alibi, maybe not. And Asami all have slug shotguns that are really, 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 really good. And I love using them. Me personally, I'm on controller, and those cameras are like really hard to control because of my sensitivity. I wish there was like a camera sensitivity setting in Rainbow Six Siege, because when I'm on cameras, I have my horizontal sensitivity set to like 100 or 90 or something like that, and my ADS sensitivity is lowered. Basically, I can't really hit anything with Maestro's cameras. They're just all over the place. They're just all over the place. They are really strong for, you know, like intel. So they are like thermal. You can actually see through smoke and stuff, which is really good. It's really strong camera, but as far as like using the camera on, you know, aggressively, it's very, very hard to do. Taking out drones and stuff like that, it's hard to aim with the camera itself. I don't know if that's by design or what, but either way, he definitely goes into B tier. Next we have Maverick, and this might be a little controversial. I'm gonna put Maverick A tier. Maverick's got a great kit. He did lose his frags. He used to have frag grenades, which would have definitely, I would have definitely said he's A tier if he still had frags. I'm still saying he's A tier without frags. I'm kind of biased. I like Maverick a lot. A lot of the times Thatcher will get banned, and if Thatcher gets banned, it's good to bring a Maverick because you can just blowtorch through a reinforced wall, you know, like a denied wall, and get that denial, whether that's a bandit or a Cade or whatever. Cade gets banned a lot too, so sometimes you just have to worry about bandits and mutes. He's got a really good M4 with a 2x. It does a lot of damage. It's like one of the best guns in the game. He's the only one that has it, to my knowledge. But really, really, really good attacking operator, in my opinion. I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably going to disagree with that. Probably put him B, or maybe even lower, but that's okay. This is my tier list. My tier list. Next up, we have Malusi, and now with the Thorn buff, Thorn got a 1.5 buy on her gun. Thorn's traps are very delayed. They take a long time to go off. If you pair that with a Malusi to slow down somebody that, you know, comes through a window or comes through a doorway, they can't run away from the trap. That's huge. She's got a MP5, I think, with a 1.5 buy, maybe even a 2 buy. I cannot remember. Do I want to put her A or B? I think I have to put her. I'm gonna put her B for now. I feel like her gadget is very situational. She might be an underrated op. I'm not gonna lie. She might be an You know what? I'm going A. We're gonna balance her out. We're gonna put her A. I don't know how the community feels about her right now, but could I see Malusi being, you know, a picked every round operator? No. But, you know, anyways. Next we have Mira. Mira's S tier. Mira can, like, literally completely change the landscape of a defending round. You can play, like, pretty much negate an entire push with a good Mira, you know, two-way wall, whatever it's called. You can completely negate a push with a good Mira. So for that reason, we're gonna put her S tier. She also has a really good kit. She's got the Vector, she's got the shotgun secondary, she's got a nitro cell. So there's a lot of cool things you could do with Mira. Montagne is next, and honestly, I feel like he's much better at like higher ranks. Obviously, there's a lot of things that you can do with Montagne. He gives a lot of intel to your teammates. Me personally, I'm usually solo queuing or, you know, doing ASMR while I play the game, so it's hard for me to like communicate to my teammates. He's not completely useless. I'm gonna put him C tier. Here, he's not completely useless. He's actually pretty useful. I just don't really value him where a lot of other people might value him. Next we have Mozzie. Mozzie is S tier. Mozzie is a really good gun, a really good fragger, a really good gadget, a really good kit all around. You know, stealing drones and being able to place drones wherever you want, or, you know, being able to drone somebody out on defense is really honestly pretty OP. I like running Brava, and so you know, Mozzie is really annoying. Mozzie is really annoying. If it wasn't for Mozzie, I feel like Bravo would be probably way higher picked, but obviously a really good Mozzie is just going to completely negate your entire kit, essentially. But next we have Mute. Do I want to put Mute S tier? Mute is always a good pick. Always a good pick. I'm going to go Mute S tier. He did lose his zoom on his MP5. I think he used to have zoom on his MP5. He does not have that anymore, which is unfortunate. But it's literally every site in the game, every defense is going to benefit from having a Mute. You can deny walls with a Mute. You can completely cut off intel with a good Mute placement. You're not going to be able to let the enemy drone you if they're in the right spot. It also counters Blitz. Blitz cannot use his flash when he's in the range of a Mute, which is not very big, but still. I think Mute is one of the operators that, like, if you don't know who to go on defense, you can always bring a Mute. He's very universal. Very universal. Next we have Nokk, and I believe Nokk just got nerfed. I'm gonna put Nokk B. She used to have silent footsteps, similar to Cav when she activates her ability, but they took that away, so now she's pretty much just an offensive Vigil. I think I could be wrong about the nerf. If I'm wrong about the nerf, then let me know. If it was pre-nerf, I'd say like A, or maybe even S. But I feel like they kind of took away all of her, or half of her abilities, so I'm gonna put her B. Nomad is next. Nomad is really, really good. I don't see a lot of people playing Nomad. Very good guns. I'm gonna put her A. Very good guns, very good ability. You can watch your own flanks with Nomad. If you hear that air jab go off, you know you're getting flanked. You just put it, in popular flanking routes and take advantage of somebody that wasn't expecting an air jab. Very good gun. I cannot remember her utility, but very good. Very good operator. Very slept on operator, if you ask me. Next we have Oryx, and Oryx just got buffed, but I still just feel like he's not very good. He's gonna go B tier. He's a very good roamer. Obviously, if you're on a map like Bank, or a map that has 3 levels, 3 floors. I'm trying to think of another map, maybe like Chalet. Chalet might be a good Oryx map. Maps where there's tons of verticality, where you can kind of like sneak around and jump through hatches. Obviously, Oryx is going to benefit from those. Maybe Cafe. Cafe would be another good Oryx map. But I don't know. I don't really like his weapon either. The SMG, I can't remember what it's called. But he's just not my cup of tea. Some people might have him higher. And for me, he's just B. Osa. Osa's going A, if not S tier. That little bulletproof shield, it's like a translucent bulletproof shield that she can kind of just like set up anywhere she wants. She can also hold it, and she becomes like, a shield operator. And you can just push. You can push everybody can kind of get behind Osa a little bit. It's almost like a deployable shield on offense, but it's also see-through, so you can like kind of line up your shot before you like make your peek and stuff. She's really, really good. Obviously, if somebody brings impacts, that is gonna be a kind of a hard counter, and there's a lot of people that have impacts, but yeah, Osa's still really good. I think Osa's really good. Pulse. A good Pulse. Pulse is I feel like a high skill level operator, a really good pulse is one of the most annoying operators in the game. But you gotta be really good to benefit from his ability. You gotta be quick, you gotta know exactly what the other side of the floor looks like. I'm gonna go A tier. I don't think these operators in S tier are operators you could bring on any site, any game, any match, any map, any site. You can bring these operators. I don't see Pulse being that. He's kind of more situational. Next we have Rook. And I know I just said that you can bring him on any map, any site, any whatever. Would that make him S tier? He does have a good MP5. He's got a really good ability. His buff, if you have Rook vests, you can revive yourself. That's pretty good. He's either S or A tier. He is very bulky, but he's got a great gun. I might even put him S tier. He's a very boring operator, and for that reason, a lot of you guys probably think, oh, why is he S tier? But again, having a Rook, he's very universal. He's a universal operator, and that's where I value these S tiers. All these guys are very universal. Next up, we have Sens. Sens is a very situational operator. I don't even think he has a very good weapon, or she, I can't remember. I've never really used Sens all that much. I would say probably C tier. Better than Grim, better than Blackbeard, better than Clash. But I'm gonna go C tier with Sens. Smoke is S tier. Smoke is S tier. The amount of denial you can get out of Smoke is crazy. With how long his smoke grenades last, his gas grenades. I guess they're not really smoke grenades, they're gas grenades. They last a long time, and he is really, really, really solid when it comes to denying a part of the, a part of the site. Solis is apparently really, really good. I myself do not know of, I don't really know her abilities enough to use her, but Solis is apparently one of the best counter intel operators in the game. I'm gonna go A tier. I just don't like her gun. That's the only thing that I don't like. I don't like the P90. Not a fan of the P90. Not a fan of the semi-automatic shotguns. I just don't like her kit. I like her ability, don't like her kit. So for that, I'll go A. Tachanka. Have you used Tachanka lately? So Tachanka is not the Tachanka of old. It used to be a turret that you would set up and you could sit on, and it was like a heavy machine gun. But it was it was so memey. It was really, really bad. And then they gave him a little head shield similar to Blackbeard, and it was still pretty bad because you're so stationary. Now he has a flame grenade launcher that, if it did more damage, would be really, really good. It's kind of more of a mobile Goyo, but the difference is Goyo's damage is crazy high, and the flames last an actual 30 seconds. I feel like Tachanka's damage barely does anything, and it only lasts 5 to 10 seconds, I feel like. So Tachanka is going into the D. He's got a good assault rifle that has zoom, but he's just not very good. Thatcher, S tier. Thatcher is still S tier. Great gun. One of the best abilities in the game. There are other operators that have EMPs now, but they're not that big of an explosion. It basically only EMPs, whatever you throw it at. Thatcher's EMP is huge, so there's not really any hiding from Thatcher's EMP. is one of those universal operators, like I always talk about. Pretty much every site, you're gonna have something that's denied. You're gonna have something that's either gated or bandited or muted. And Thatcher hard counters all three of those. So I feel like Thatcher is one of the only operators that hard counters like multiple operators at once. So yeah. Next we have Thatcher. Thermite. Thermite and Thatcher kind of go hand in hand, but another S tier. We're going back to back S tiers here. Thermite is the OG hard breacher. When the game first released, he was the only one that could get down a reinforced wall. They added Abana not too long later. She was one of the first. She was one of, I think, a year one operator. After like Valkyrie and Blackbeard. But Thermite is S tier. No doubt. Next we have Thorn. Thorn just got a buff, and I don't think I've played a round of Siege where somebody didn't go Thorn because of her gun. She might be S tier now. A lot of people were going Warden for his gun. I think the people that were going Warden for his gun are going to swap to Thorn for her gun and her ability. It's not the best, but it's, you know, you can get kills with her ability. You can't really get kills with Warden's ability. I mean, you can passively, but I think Thorn with her buff is now A tier. Just for the fact that her gun is really, really strong now. Thunderbird is next. We're gonna go B with Thunderbird. Thunderbird is another operator that I like when my teammates go. It's nice having a Thunderbird on the team. But of all of these support characters, you've got Rook, you've got Doc, you've got Thunderbird, you've got Finka on offense, but of all of the defensive support characters, she's definitely the worst. I would say Doc and Rook are both better. I just realized I have Doc B tier. I'm gonna switch these two. I'm gonna switch Rook and Doc. I think Doc is now S tier. Rook maybe is the lesser of the two. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like that change. You just saw a change from the part 1 into part 2, I believe. Next we have Twitch, and Twitch got a huge nerf to her weapon, but I've seen people use it pretty well still. A Twitch drone is always really, really inconvenient for defense, for defending operators. She used to be S tier. Her gun was straight up S tier. Her gun is still very, I mean, it's like, I think it's got one of the fastest fire rates in the game. I'm gonna go A tier still. I haven't used Twitch that much, but I've seen people use her very well, and Twitch drones are just annoying nonetheless. Valkyrie. God, if Valkyrie had the 1.5 buy that Warden has, oh my god, she would be 1000% pick rate. I would use Valkyrie all the time. She would have an insane kit. A lot of people are probably gonna say she is A to S tier, and I would agree. I'm just trying to figure out where. Valkyrie is, again, or this tier is that universal tier. You can bring Valkyrie any site. Valkyrie is going to be useful. So I'm going to put her S tier. I'm going to put her S tier for that. Next we have Vigil. Vigil is one of the best roamers in the game, if not like the bona fide roamer. I would say maybe Cav is like more quote unquote bona fide roamer because of how quiet she is, but I gotta leave my bias aside. Again, A or S tier, I don't know. I feel like I've got too many people He's got a really strong gun. His shotgun, he's got a double barrel shotgun, which I don't think anybody has ever like used. I've never seen anybody use the double barrel on Vigil, but maybe he's just like maybe he could be a good little like a sneaky sniper on the defensive side. I don't know. I've never been one to enjoy using Vigil, but to each their own. Next we have Wamai, and we have Jaeger S tier. I just don't like Wamai as much as Jaeger. It takes a while to get all of his discs. I don't know. I think Jaeger is just the better defensive, has the better gadget of the two. Wamai, I cannot remember what weapon he has, but I don't know. Warden. God, Warden, this weapon is so good. His pick rate is so high. Again, this universal tier of just bring him whatever. Like if you're really good, if you have really good aim, if you're a really good gun, then bring Warden. He's probably one of the best in the game. And honestly, God, these last two operators, they both might be S tier. Fenrir is S tier. Fenrir is really, really, really annoying. His ability is super strong. I feel like he's gonna get a nerf. Somehow, some kind of nerf, whether it's like maybe it doesn't completely blind you, maybe it's a little bit slower of a blinding effect. I don't know how they fix Fenrir, but he's got an MP7, he's got a shotgun, he's got the Sega 12 or whatever. The MP7 is, one of the best defensive weapons in the game. Also, great iron sight. I don't know how they fix Fenrir, but this is kind of the typical, hey, this is the new operator, he's super busted. So have fun with him with this, his initial season. And then I'm sure they'll maybe nerf him into the next season, season 3, year 8, season 3. And then Ying. God, Ying, I don't see played enough. I'm going to put Ying S tier. You can literally spam Mercantilis and blind everyone in the match. Defense, offense, except Warden, obviously. Warden kind of hard counters Ying, but great gun, great ability. Really helps with like getting a bomb down. If you're planting, her ability makes so much noise that they're not going to know that the bomb's even getting put down before it's too late. So maybe the fact that her weapon is insanely good, I think it's like an 80 round LMG and it barely moves. If she didn't have that good of a weapon, I would probably say A tier, but I'm going to say S tier, and that is going to complete the tier list ranking, I think. Let's go back through and look at this. We got Ace, Asami, Sledge, Ayana, Jackal, Jaeger, Cade, Mira, Mozzie, Mute, Smoke, Thatcher, Thermite, Doc, Valkyrie, Warden, Fenrir, Ying. I'm moving her down. Ying doesn't belong in that class. Literally, out of everybody that I just said, everybody is like S tier, and then I got the Ying, and it was just like, nope, doesn't feel right. Alright, so we got a Rooney, Ash. A lot of you guys had it, or somebody had an issue with me having Ash A tier. I still think she's A tier. Bandit, Buck, Castle, Rook, Finka, Fuse, Goyo, Abana, Capcan, Wamai, Vigil, Twitch, Thorn, Solis, Pulse, Osa, Nomad, Malusi, Maverick, Lion, Ying. Great A tier. All of these operators, great operators. Alibi, Amaru, Blitz, Capitao, Cav, Dokubi, Flores, C tier. Ella Frostbow's patch, the patch or the nerf that's coming. That's kind of where we put Frost. She's getting nerfed into the ground. Montagne and Sens, and then Clash, Blackbeard, Grim, and Tachanka. I like this. I think this is fine. You guys tell me in the comments where I went wrong. If there's somebody too high, if there's somebody too low, you guys let me know in the comment section. I want to hear from you. I'm never gonna get mad at a comment unless you're just straight up being, disrespectful. Obviously, that's, annoying. Don't be disrespectful. But I love hearing from you guys. I love interacting with you guys, and it really makes my morning every time I wake up and I check my phone and I see all the comments and stuff. It's really awesome. It's really, really awesome. So thank you guys so much for watching part 2, tuning in to part 2. I hope to maybe do a couple more of these tier list videos for you in the coming weeks. Call of Duty is kind of back. Apparently Activision has fixed the Call of Duty servers, and it's kind of back, so I'm excited for that. Potentially going on the Game Pass. There's rumors that all of the old Call of Duties are going on the Game Pass. If that happens, so much content, so much content. But we'll have to do a tier list ranking of Call of Duties at some point, so if you want to see that, let me know in the comments. I will see you all in the next one. Peace, peace, peace.